That number to call, 208-535-1015, and we've got callers already on hold. Let's go to the phones. K-Bear, you're live on Traffic School, powered by the Advocates. Who's this?
My name's Dan.
Dan, what's up, man?
So I have a question for you about vehicles that are hauling loads, like a truck with a trailer or something. I'm following one home the other day.
Have you ever watched a Toyota sedan pull a trailer? That's what's fun to watch.
It's awesome. It's fun, too.
They get overloaded on the shocks. Well, if they drop something, are they responsible for the damage it does to the owner's vehicle? Like, so my car got damaged in the bumper, and I pulled over to check it out and everything, but what do you do in that situation?
So you have to be able to prove that it come off their load, right? Because if it come off the highway, if it's something that they ran over and it flipped up that way, it's just considered a road hazard. Now, if it come off their load, an unsecured load, yes, it's their responsibility. It'd fall back on their insurance.
Okay, so what about like I don't know if it's county vehicles or city vehicles or whatever that are hauling gravel or anything like that comes off and chips your windows or whatever, because they have the placards that say stay back 100 feet or something. But
300 actually.
But yeah, you know what I'm saying. But then what if it, if they're traveling 50 or 55 on some of these old highways and stuff, and that the rocks bounce or whatever, and it gets your windshield or your lights or anything, like what? Is that a liability thing?
It is. They still have to have a secured load, whether they're saying, stay back or not. It's still their responsibility to have a secured load.
Okay, good to know. So is it best to, try to get a picture of the license plate or something?
What happened just last week, had an individual call me, say, hey, I just got my windshield broke by a dump truck that's losing gravel all over the road. What do? I said, you're still by it? Yeah. I said, get a quick video of that truck still losing gravel and the license plate, because if we don't have that, it's hard to show. And the other thing is to show that it's coming off the truck, that it's not coming off the roadway.
Okay, I get that.
All right, man. Good questions and good luck. I just recently got a new windshield, and I don't even know how it got cracked. There's no chip or anything in it.
You got a crack in it?
Yeah.
Good. That's good for business.
Yeah, I know. I hit up the place that replaced my windshield. I'm like, hey, you guys don't do any kind of warranty, right? And it's like, nope. Like, whoa. So, yeah.
Every 3 or 4 months, you have to get a new windshield because something always happens. And then when you get a new one, something always hits your windshield.
Oh, yeah. And this one, the crack's thankfully not in my field of vision. It's at the very bottom. So I'm like, forget about it. I'll just deal with it. Yeah. So.
Well, off the program, I listen to it every week. You guys are phenomenal.
Well, thank you, man. Really appreciate that and hope you have a great weekend.
You too.
Right on. Peace.
Bye.
All right. K-Bear, you're live on Traffic School, powered by the Advocates. We've got Ben and Mason from the Advocates in studio, as well as Lieutenant Crane. Who's this?
Hello.
Hey, what's up? Who's this?
It's Tyler. How you doing?
Tyler, we're doing good. What's your question for the show?
Hey, I was wanting to know, are you guys still doing the keywords for SIVA?
Let's ask Jade.
No.
There we go. Not doing the keywords for Seether anymore. Sorry about that,
Oh,
man.
you're not?
Nope, we're doing
Oh,
Traffic School, powered by the Advocates. I guess that was technically a question, but anything else you'd like to know?
I'm good. Thank you.
All right, have a good one. Bye. K-Bear, you're live on Traffic School, powered by the Advocates. We're also live on Facebook, everybody. So if you're watching the video on Facebook, you can leave questions in the comments there, but we would prefer you call and do the questions live with us on air. So 208-535-1015. Anyway, who's this?
My name is David.
David, what's up?
Hey, if you're backing out of a parking space at the same time as individual backing out at the same time, and there's a curve, and we both smack into each other, who's at fault? And it's a private property. The cops ain't going to come out. They said they wouldn't come out of his private property.
Yeah, so that's going to be a tough one. That's one you turn over to your insurance, and they discover culpability on each side. And more than likely, if you both were backing out at the same time, they're going to say, you take care of your vehicle, and they'll take care of theirs.
Yep.
That's what I thought. All righty then. But I wasn't sure.
But it ain't funny.
I got a big truck, and she has a smaller car, and she tried to take me to court. And the court threw it out.
Yeah, I'd imagine. Well, good.
But I was just curious about what you guys thought about it.
Well, philosophy says.
Yeah, typically that's a 50-50 on that one.
Yeah.
But I tell you, if anybody can win that case for you, it's the advocate's injury
That's
attorneys.
true.
Mm-hmm.
And that ain't no laughing matter.
That's right. Well, appreciate it, man, and hope you have an awesome weekend.
Yeah.
Right on. See ya.
Yep, bye.
K-Bear, you are live on Traffic School, powered by the Advocates Injury Attorneys. Who's this?
Good morning. This is Dave.
Dave, what's up, man?
So I'm curious. I've always been curious too. Let's say I'm at Woodruff. Okay, I'm at Woodruff heading south, and I get to Sunnyside. I'm at Woodruff and Sunnyside, and I want to turn left on Sunnyside, obviously heading eastbound. My light turns green, and this vehicle comes from my right, from Sunnyside, turning left onto North Woodruff, and just runs a blatantly red light. My light turns green, and I go and I hit that vehicle. Whose fault?
Who would you think?
Them. Running a braking
Good answer.
And I've got the car to prove it. I got the damage on my car to prove it. Yeah, it would be their fault, right? But common sense would be, hey, always check to the right because you know that's going to be the light that turns green. And even though it would be their fault, do you really want your car in the collision center for the next 3 months getting worked on while you're in a rental car and all the problems and the risk of injury? Yeah, if they run that red light, it's on them. But, boy, it's not worth the chance.
Next time I'm in my own personal vehicle and that happens, I'm just going and I'm running right into them. I'm going to run right into them and I'm going to cause a big old traffic jam.
Now, Lieutenant Crane, if you kind of appear to deliberately run into somebody, I think things might change a little bit.
Yeah. If there's any indication that you could have avoided the situation and you just go ahead and go with it, now we're back into that 50-50 liability situation.
I think a good example of that is if you're putting steering input and throttle input to make this happen.
Could we put a message out to those morons that are running those blatantly red lights?
Hold on just a second. Ladies and gentlemen, from K-Bear 101.5, we would like you to adhere to all red lights.
That's not how we would do a PSA. We'd go, stop being stupid. What's wrong with you people? You're dumb. Learn to drive, morons.
How about this?
Learn how to drive, you moron.
Hey, you're very good at editing yourself. I appreciate that.
No.
I like the kinder, gentler way.
I always call in and do
Hi,
this, Victor.
I'm Lieutenant Crane with the Idaho State Police. We would like you to adhere to the red light situation we're seeing in the Idaho Falls area.
If it's not a round bulb, you can't turn, you idiot.
Pull you head out of your moron.
Hey, guys.
Love you, bye.
Thanks, man. Peace.
Your safety is our concern.
Not his.
No, not at all. K-Bear, you're live on Traffic School with myself, Ben and Mason from the Advocates and Lieutenant Crane. What's up?
Hey, it's Bryce. How are you guys?
Bryce, awesome. What's up, dude?
Hey, so I just needed some clarification on how to use a roundabout.
Oh, my word.
Bryce, you're gone. You're axed. I hung up on him. I don't hang up on people very often, but Bryce is gone.
I like that Bryce guy.
Get out of here.
K-Bear, you're live on Traffic School, powered by the Advocates.
Did you hear
Injury
they're putting in a couple more new roundabouts this spring?
Good. I love it. I did see a number of people complaining about roundabouts online again, and I'm like, just move away. You're not welcome here anymore. If you don't know how to use a roundabout, you're too dumb for Idaho.
Oh, man. Oh,
Sorry, I'm feeling kind of aggressive today.
those are your people.
No, my listeners know how to use a roundabout, okay? Bunch of country listeners out there. Tell you
Yes,
what.
sir. Speaking of listener,
Hi.
Oh, would you like a second?
Hi, caller.
question: red lights running through town with a trailer. None of the lights are timed good enough to not slam on the brakes or run a red light. What do you do in that situation? Throw your animals through the front of your trailer?
Take a minute.
Or
Take a deep
wait.
breath. Change your timing.
Well, then I go 25 through town and I catch every single red light.
Yeah. So the rule on that is, man, you don't want to jam everything into the front of the trailer. That's for sure. But you have the right to cross the stop line until it goes red, right? So if it's yellow, you have the right to cross into that. Is it wise? No. That's why it's there. Caution, get stopped. But
As long as you're in the intersection before it
if
turns
you
red.
cross the stop line. Yep. But that's for precautionary reasons, right?
Okay, gotcha. And if you blow a big old cloud of black smoke as you hit the intersection, might not be a good thing, right?
You're not going to have many friends.
No, not at all.
Cool.
And that ain't funny. He's just giggling to himself. Oh, look at me. Oh, look at me.
Wasn't me.
Well, you have yourself a good weekend, man. Thanks for calling in
You
today.
too, thank you.
Peace.
You and your sheep you're hauling.
Was I too aggressive in a couple of those last calls?
No.
Do I need to settle down a bit? K-Bear, you're live on Traffic School, powered by The Advocates. Who's this?
Curly.
Curly, what's up, man? What do you want to know?
I want to know what's the highest traffic violation or infraction I can have with a dozen donuts in my car and get away with it.
That's a great
If
question.
you're talking to me, personally stopping you, man, you can do about anything.
Easily bribed this guy.
We just become friends.
All cops truly do like donuts. I've seen this time and time again.
I'm not hiding it. Yeah, I like a good donut.
I know. What happened to oh yeah, we don't do the deliveries anymore. You used to bring donuts in. It was great.
Yeah, remember we used to have a counterpart that helped us do that. We still do it. We won't talk about it, but we still do it.
In your personal vehicle.
I
so,
figure
right?
6 with sprinkles and 6 with like chocolate frosting.
There you go. I actually still do it in a state issued vehicle. But,
okay.
But
okay.
yeah,
Maybe somebody
could,
else.
We could discuss that later.
Well, thanks, Curly. You have a good one, man.
Thank you, man. You too.
Peace. K-Bear, you're live on Traffic School, powered by The Advocates. Who's this?
This is Blake.
Blake, what's up, man?
Oh. Can you guys hear me?
We can. What's happening?
I just had a question. So there's bike lanes throughout Idaho Falls, but I've been told multiple things that you're supposed to ride with traffic.
It's
and
not
against
by law that
against
you have to wear
traffic.
spandex, Blake. You can wear just regular clothes.
Dang it. But yeah, my question is, do you have to ride, if there's a bike lane, do you ride with traffic or against traffic? I keep hearing multiple things. With traffic.
Yep.
Even if there isn't a bike lane as well with traffic?
Yeah, with traffic to the right shoulder.
Gotcha.
Unless you're going to ride out in the lane and act as if you're a vehicle.
I've got a better solution. Get a car!
Get a job!
It's a
got
bicycle
one.
off the road.
I got one too many vehicles, honestly.
Oh, well, I've got a button for that, too.
Oh, good for you.
Honestly, Victor, I'm pretty much cooler than you. I got a lot of vehicles.
I know you've only got that one truck. Yeah, I hear you talk about it all the time. Must be pretty awful being a loser.
Well, I appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
Hey, thanks, man. You have a good one.
If you're going to do that and say you got a lot of vehicles, leave the bike out of it. Don't go, man, I got a lot of cars and trucks, but I do have a bike.
Yeah, bicycle doesn't count as a vehicle, all right? Except for apparently on our public roadways. All right, everybody, 208-535-1015, the number to call. You know, we had a number of calls about people running through red lights. Why on earth do they have some of these lights on Woodruff set to detect when there are cars there in the middle of the day. Like you pull up, I want to say it's, there's 25th and Woodruff, and then maybe like 12th and Woodruff. There's a few different lights where, in the middle of the day, on my way home, driving 35 on Woodruff, I hit every red light because one car will pull up on one of these side roads.
And they don't mean nothing.
They don't mean nothing. Why don't they put them?
They don't have no place to go.
Yeah. Why don't they put them on a timer so that when you're traveling down the road, you hit every green light?
Make
it's
them
so
wait.
annoying. Yeah, exactly. Why should all of that traffic have to stop for one
All
stupid
that
vehicle?
traffic, me.
These troublemakers that are out trying to avoid the main roads because they're driving drunk. That's what's going on. All right, K-Bear, you're
Middle
live.
of the day.
Hey, I've seen drunk people in the middle
I
of the day.
will tell you this. We do arrest a lot of people middle of the day for DUI, and a lot of it is on prescription meds. So, something to think about.
K-Bear, you're live on Traffic School. Please turn down your radio. Who's this?
Hey, my name's Dalton Allen. How are you guys doing today?
Doing great, man. What's up?
Hey, so I got a question. We're still doing that traffic deal, right?
Yes.
Okay,
Thanks for tuning in.
Okay, so theoretically, you
Every
guys
Friday.
Fair enough. So theoretically, you got bike lanes going through Idaho Falls, right? So you get it. You get somebody. You come up to a stop sign, right? And you get a bike or a guy in a bike lane coming through the intersection as you're going through the stop sign, and he blows the stop sign in the bike lane and broadsides you. Who's at fault?
He has the responsibility to yield to you.
Okay. All right. So essentially, it'd be on him then.
What if it's some other person, though? What if it's not a guy? What if it's a lady?
That's fair. That's fair. I guess it could be both.
Yeah. Yeah. She's still got the same responsibility.
Okay, cool. Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
Hey, thanks, man.
What if it's a child?
Hit
Well,
the
let's hope
gas.
it's not.
No, wait, sorry.
Without a bike helmet.
Wouldn't surprise me. Yeah. I don't need to wear no helmet.
They don't have to wear a seatbelt on the bus.
This is America. Well, appreciate the call, man. You have a good one.
Yeah, absolutely. You guys as well.
Peace. All right, caller, hang on one sec. We got to make the FCC happy here. K-Bear, you were live on Traffic. I pushed the buttons, didn't I? Did I push the wrong ones? Oh, my goodness.
It's your
Hi.
first time.
It feels like it today. It does feel like I'm having a...
Where's my notes?
Caller, hi. How's it going?
Good. How are you?
Pretty great. Who's this?
Casey.
What's up, man?
Hey, Casey, did you know there's some bike lanes in Idaho Falls?
Yeah, speaking of bike lanes, do you ride your horse in the bike lanes?
Yeah, absolutely.
Really?
Yeah. Can you ride
Okay.
your horse intoxicated?
I would
Yes.
say yes.
That's a good question. I don't know what kind of cowboy you are, but good. But in town, you might be in public intoxication might be the problem,
Now,
whether you're on the
is
horse
that
or not.
If you're a
Is that a
cowboy...
misdemeanor?
Is it a misdemeanor?
To be public intoxicated, yes.
Now, what kind of cowboy would you be if you didn't ride your horse drunk? Well, that's why you get a horse.
To ride it drunk. That's why.
I've never ridden a horse drunk, but I bet it's fun.
Have you ever ridden a horse?
Yes, it's in my blood. I got half my family's cowboys, so I feel natural on a horse. But then I also am like, why am I on a horse?
Was it a Shetland?
No, it was a big. I don't know what. I don't know.
It was a Clydesdale Budweiser pony.
That's right. With they're giant and they have the fluffy feet.
I can't picture you on a horse for
I can't
some
see
reason.
it.
I want proof.
I'll see if I can find a picture of me on a horse.
Put it on the website.
Ladies and
for
gentlemen, we're going to take
everybody.
a quick pause.
I'll be back another day.
It can't be from when you were 12.
It's fairly recent if I've still got it on my socials here. It'll take some digging. But throughout the rest of traffic school, I'll see if I can find a picture of me on a horse. And I was sober. All right, I was sober on the horse.
Then what was the point?
I know. It felt like it could have been so much better. Well, appreciate the call, man.
Yeah, you forgot you had a caller on the line. You distracted him.
Any other questions about horses? Oh, he hung up. Fine. Well, screw you too.
I'm done looking for my horse.
I'm not going to pull up a picture of me on a horse.
What was your horse's name?
I don't know. It was one of those deals where, we were in Arizona.
You put a quarter in it and it was out in front of Kmart?
Yeah, exactly. They don't have them around here. We don't have Kmart anymore. But I don't know. One of these, you pay and they take you out in the desert on horses.
And it goes in a circle, right? And they're hard plastic?
Yeah, they kind of move up and down. Those are really cool. It's really neat.
Yeah, we come from a cowboy family. We used to go to the carousel at the park at least once a month.
K-Bear, you're live on Traffic School, powered by the Advocates. Who's this?
Hey, Crazy Carl, how you guys doing, man? Good show, man.
Carl. All right, here we go. Car shows, blah, blah, blah.
And that's a wrap. Thank you, Carl.
I got a question for Sergeant Crane. What is your favorite donut?
Ooh, I like a good maple bar.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Get a load of this
cowboy. And a cowboy hat.
Look at that. Get a load of that
What
cowboy.
color would you call that horse? Cowboy?
Brown.
That would be a sorrow.
You're even wearing a cowboy hat.
I know. And
He just bought it that day.
I did buy it that day at the gas station and a Pink Floyd.
Hey, there's a
tie-dyed
country
shirt.
western store on Holmes with a horse out front. Is that it?
Hey, that's the secret. I'm good with Photoshop.
Is that cowboy hat in your closet at
I don't
home?
know what happened to it. I lost it. But I'm wearing the big shades and everything, too. I look sweet. I look like an awesome cowboy. I'm great. Here, I'll share this to the K-Bear group real quick here. Anyway, caller, what's up?
It's Carl.
Yeah. Oh, hanging out, listening to you guys.
Are you still giving away a free car since the listeners were really rubbing it in earlier that I'm a loser with just one vehicle?
No, right. Yes. Oh, we donate. We donate.
Where's the Pinto?
I need the Pinto, Carl. I need it.
No, absolutely. So question on the Pinto. So you got a blower that's sticking up about 4 inches past the roof. Is that
the roof or the hood? The roof would be above your head, right, in the cab.
Well, yeah.
The hood would be out front. And I know you know cars, Carl.
Yeah. Well, I know that, so you see these people and they have 10,000 things hanging off the rearview mirror. That would technically be a visual obstruction, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Especially if I wanted to talk to you.
Yeah.
Carl,
So big old blower sticking out. Is that an issue? Or
4
are they
inches
just
above the
trying to-
hood, Carl?
Well, yeah, no, above the roof. I mean, we're talking.
I want you to get a ruler. I want you to get a ruler and take a look at the true distance of 4 inches. And I don't think that's going to block your view.
Yeah. Well, no.
That brought him humble.
I mean, how many pairs of fuzzy dice do you really need in your Pinto, Carl? Come on.
Oh, all of them. All of them. They got to be the fluffy shag ones, too.
Well, yeah,
right?
absolutely. Well,
Yeah.
that's
if you enter a car at the car show, you get these dice.
Yeah, if you pull into a car show without the fuzzy dice, you're a loser.
Oh, man, right on. Well, sweet, man. I love the show. Love you guys, man. You guys have a good weekend, man.
You too, Carl. Good to hear from
All
you,
right.
man.
We'll see you, man.
He's
Bye.
gonna go to the car show this weekend. Did you guys hear me on Traffic School?
So awesome.
I'm so cool. Talked about my blower.
And my fuzzy dice.
K-Bear, you're live on Traffic School, powered by the Advocates. Who's this?
Jonathan.
Jonathan, what's up, dude?
Hey, so I had two questions. The first going off of that previous caller's question about...
Yeah, that car show's in Pocatello.
No, the one about the horse, about being intoxicated.
Yes.
Well, so...
The horse can't be
Correct me-
intoxicated.
Even if Toby Keith thinks it's a good idea.
It's possible. But, correct me if I'm wrong, but if
Love to.
let's say you go to the bar and you get intoxicated and you leave the bar on a horse and you're publicly intoxicated, that's a misdemeanor, correct?
If you're being obnoxious, yes. If you just ride home, nobody's going to bother you.
What if you're...
I'm a cowboy.
That's Victor.
Steel horse I ride.
That's exactly how I roll on a horse.
Now, if you leave the bar intoxicated on a horse and you have someone else on a horse that is not intoxicated and they're sober and they're leading your horse, is that legal?
The complexity.
This goes back to if I have a car and a person with a permit and I'm the adult, can I be passed out in the passenger seat? No. Once again, as long as you're minding your manners, you're not being obnoxious. You're probably going to go home just fine. My question is, I haven't seen any hitching rails out in front of any establishments in years.
That's what people's side view mirrors are for. It works.
That is true.
Horse might be able to rip it off, but still.
I'm
getting a horse. Forget it. Gas prices are still high.
You ride a horse to work every
I'm going to
day?
just start riding a horse to work. Are you allowed to have a horse in a residential neighborhood?
No, not by city code.
Dang it! I've got a yard.
Now, my second question is...
Are we still with you?
Yeah. My
not funny.
work truck, the ECRW, or whatever that is at 19,000 empty, because I have a water tank in the back. Now, if it's empty at 19 and I'm completely full and that goes over the limit to there's a limit to at a certain point
To all
you have to be a
things.
certain weight
Limits
to
to all
have your CDL.
things. 26,000 pounds.
Okay, now if what I carry takes me to 26 or over,
We're
why
shutting you
then
down. So
even if the truck itself, it doesn't require me to have a CDL to drive this truck.
yeah, as long as you're over the weight that's designated at 26,000 pounds and you're in commerce, you're required.
Okay.
Yeah, plus you're overweight.
Yeah.
Quit calling listeners fat. All right, I've been meaning up to them already.
Start exercising.
I think he's driving and he's over right now. Where is your location?
I can promise you I'm not. But, no, I was just curious about that because I haul liquid, and normally I'm not over a certain amount, but at some point when I am full, I haven't gone to a scale house to see how heavy I am, but I know I'm heavy.
We will bring them to you.
Fair enough. Awesome. Well, I appreciate the answer.
Hey, we appreciate the call, man, and hope you have an awesome weekend.
Oh, yeah, y'all too. Have a good one.
Right on. Peace.
All right, peace.
I got a pretty good idea what he was hauling.
Yeah?
Do you?
No.
Huh? Do you boys?
No,
He said
I
he
was wondering, though.
Hauling liquid.
Yeah. He would say liquid, but he was pretty hesitant.
Moonshine.
No. I would think it was human waste.
Oh.
Yeah.
With
yeah.
a truck with a tank on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of what you're peddling.
And you don't need a CDL to drive one of those.
No, you're probably right.
Interesting.
Why wouldn't he bring that to this show?
Because you have all morning.
Exactly. We can talk about...
I'm taking a guess.
I think it's probably a fairly good guess. But listeners, if you've got a truck full of liquid poo, you can tell us about it. You know? Come on. I need something to make me chuckle. I've been grouchy this morning. 208-535-1015, the number to call for Traffic School, powered by the Advocates. We do have Ben and Mason in studio. I'm excited for the weekend, guys. We're going to head down to Salt Lake, go see Poppy.
Yes, we are. I'm excited.
It's going to be a great time. I don't know why Lieutenant Crane's too cool to come with us.
Yeah, I like how you were shamed into. You're like, Ben, shut up. Ben starts talking about it when I walk in the room. Ben, shut up.
Hey, don't tell the police what we're doing this weekend. No,
I didn't want to invite him.
He's going to ruin all the fun. But listeners, if you do have any last-minute questions, you should call us right now at 208-535-1015. So we've got this $200 Visa gift
Is that
card.
Poppy? Is that a kid's band?
No.
I'd say for all ages. Poppy is appropriate for all ages, sure. Metal for your kids. It's going to help their brains, develop properly.
Oh,
you don't
yeah.
want them to grow up listening to, back to Toby Keith. You got to try to help expand their minds, not, crush their brains. All right. K-Bear, you're live on Traffic School, powered by the Advocates. Who's this?
This is Blake again.
What's up, Blake? What do you want to know?
Don't look so disgusted. We're on camera.
I know, I'm on camera. I've probably been sitting here on camera with the angriest look on my face the
Blake,
whole show.
he really didn't mean it.
I forgot we were on camera when I'm like shaking my head at the listening questions and looking pissed.
Blake?
It was the bicycle comment, wasn't it?
Yeah, I'm not. I don't even know why I'm annoyed by bicycles this morning.
Or you, Blake? I don't know why he's annoyed by you.
Yeah.
Sorry, I pressed the wrong. I accidentally pressed a button.
Yeah, the listeners haven't done anything wrong to me today, so I don't know why I'm lashing out at them.
We beg them every week, please call, and then he acts like this.
I know we've had nothing but calls, and I'm still rude to them. What's my deal? Sorry, everybody. I do appreciate you.
So I heard if it's agriculture work and you are within 150 miles of your farm, you do not need a CDL for over 26,000 pounds. Is that true?
Yeah, if you're working for the
like
farm.
Bud
yeah.
Harvest?
Yep.
Okay.
We
And
won't do
then,
that until next fall, though, Blake.
Gotcha. Okay.
Is that why the people driving the potato trucks are sometimes
16.
horrible drivers?
16. You need a job? You got a driver's license? You're 16? Here's a truck. Never drove one before? No problem.
That really is how it is, though, around this part of Idaho, for sure.
Hey, need to learn how to work when you're young.
Yes, sir. And then Victor was talking about having a horse earlier. Do you happen to know the city code for chickens in Idaho Falls?
Trust me, everyone can have them.
Everyone can have them.
All right, don't quote me on that, but I sure see chickens in a lot of neighborhoods. So.
Eggs are expensive.
What's more expensive, though? Chickens, you got to buy them food, and then there's the time and effort.
Got to get off your lazy boy and feed them.
Yeah.
Depends on how many eggs you eat.
That's true. That's true.
Chickens are little dinosaurs, man. They eat everything. They'll even eat eggs.
Yeah, I think when
They're cannibals.
I think when it comes to chickens, it depends which city you live in. I would imagine that the rules are a little bit different depending on what
you'd have
town.
to look at city ordinance.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All righty. Well, I appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
Hey, Blake, real quick, if you had chickens in town, you're raising eggs and you're selling them, could you sell them as farm fresh, or would you have to raise them and sell them as city raised?
I'd be lying if I said it was farm fresh.
That stumped Victor.
It did. It went over my head for a minute. I'm like,
he's got chickens
is
in
that
town.
a real rule?
That's not a farm.
Well, can't you have a farm in the middle of town?
On a lot?
Well, yeah. What if you've got, say, an acre, and you're like, this is my farm? It's a farm. You plant crap, get yourself some chickens.
Do you have an acre at your place?
No, heck no. I wish. That would keep everyone away from me.
That's a
This
lot of
actually
distance.
brings up one more question, if that's
Blake!
okay.
Go ahead.
So the stink that is coming from supposedly the meatpacking factory.
We are not
smell
obligated to
the,
talk about this at this time.
Yeah, I think there's like
it can
ongoing
smell
city
the
stuff.
disturbance.
What's that?
Like can smell like be disturbing the peace or anything along those lines. Like rancid smell like
we
that.
are unable to talk about the situation at this time.
Okay, what if I get an outhouse, a porta potty, I put it in my driveway, and that's now my bathroom, and you just leave it festering in the sun all summer long, and it just stinks up your neighborhood? Would that be a disturbance?
Do you think one little outhouse would do that?
I think so. I worked at
Yes.
Riverfest year after
Then
year.
you would be a public nuisance.
A public
Victor.
nuisance.
You'd have to have a permit to have that there.
You have to have a permit to put a crapper in your driveway.
And be under construction.
All right, so what if I put some boards by the fence, insist that I'm building a fence?
Like you have the last several years?
Yeah. Precisely.
Those boards are already there.
They're rotted.
I'm working on it. So, yeah, I'm sure we'll hear some updates at East Idaho News on all that stuff eventually, but we'll stay out of it.
All righty, guys. Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you. Have a good one.
He'll call back again in 5 minutes with
Yeah,
a few more
Blake,
questions.
feel free to dig up more questions. K-Bear, you live on Traffic School, powered by the Advocates. Who's this?
This is Matt.
Matt,
Speaking about... Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, what up?
Not much. Speaking about cars, I've got an old 67 Ford pickup. Do you have to have mirrors on the doors?
Not if you have a rear view mirror and a window you can see through. Rear
I
view
do.
window.
Now, is that based on the age of the vehicle? Because I thought you had to have side view mirrors.
You have to have a means of looking to the rear.
Okay, so it
Yeah.
could be a
Rear view mirror or one
side
side
mirror.
mirror.
Okay.
Yep.
All righty.
All right, there you go,
I
man.
appreciate it.
Hey.
And I do know Crazy Carl, so.
Oh, I bet you do.
Don't forget to go to the car show.
Anybody who calls and goes, I have a vehicle that's like pre-1980, I assume they know Crazy Carl.
How's your dice hanging?
I don't. I have them in my VW Cabriolet.
I don't know. What about fuzzy dice in a pickup? You don't see that too often,
No.
do you? Oh.
Not in a Ford.
All right, buddy. Well, thanks for the call today.
All right.
Have a good one.
Thanks, sir. You too.
This is crazy, dude. Just people are calling relentlessly. And we didn't even say if you call, we'll put you into a drawing for a $200 Visa gift card. I was going to do something else to give it away. So thanks, callers. Thanks for your participation. Who's this?
This is Casey again.
What's up, dude?
Farm use vehicles. How do I make my truck a farm use vehicle so I don't have to register it or insure it? How do I explain that to Sergeant Crane when he pulls me over?
You said make it a fun use vehicle?
Farm use.
Oh, farm use. Even farmers have to register and insure their vehicles if they're out on the public roadway.
Okay.
Yeah, you just don't have to have a license, right? A particular type of
on
license.
trucks, you do. On farm implements, you don't.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you have your even your bobtail trucks that are hauling potatoes in a bobtail or semi, you have to have them registered and insured. And even their tractors they're running, they're insured under the farm. Now, if they're under 18 miles an hour, they have to have a slow moving sign attached to the rear.
18. Okay, so on that, can you take a slow moving vehicle down the freeway?
Oh yeah, in Idaho you can.
Unfortunately.
And that ain't funny.
Good deal.
Not funny at all.
Thank you, guys.
Hey, thanks, man. You have a good one. So what I was thinking, we'll do another call here. What I was thinking to give away this $200 Visa gift card is trivia. Idaho law trivia, that you come up with a question, and the first person that can answer it correctly will give them the $200 Visa gift card. Because I think we should reward the listeners that pay attention and don't ask us the same questions over and over. So while we take call, you try to think up a good question.
Okay.
And then we'll give away a $200 Visa gift card. K-Bear, you're live on the show. Who's this?
This is Scott.
Scott, what's up?
Hey, I just wondered, what is this still? This isn't traffic school anymore, is it?
Scott, are you even listening to the radio?
I have. Well, it is. I have. But
Chances are, if you hear my voice and Lieutenant Crane and Ben and Mason from the Advocates,
you're still not in a good place.
Chances are it's traffic school.
That's not funny.
You're just weird, and it's just, you're live on the. You just didn't say.
Ask us the question, Scott! Get to the question! Sorry, Scott, I didn't mean to yell. I'm sorry.
Go ahead and take your time, Scott.
What's your favorite? What's your favorite type of ice cream?
Favorite type of ice cream,
Oh,
Lieutenant
me?
Crane?
Yeah.
We'll go all of us around.
Cookie dough.
Cookie dough, that's good stuff. Ben, what you got?
Rocky Road, maybe?
Rocky
I don't
Road's
know.
pretty good, too.
Don't eat a lot of ice cream.
I'm with Lieutenant Crane. Cookie dough. It's the only way to go.
Yeah, I might go cookie dough, too. What I like to do is just eat like a pig, and I'll buy like cookie dough ice cream, the Tillamook kind, and then I'll smash up Reese's and cookies in it. And yeah, it's really good. So there you go, Scott. And I'm sorry again for hollering at you, my friend.
I thought it was yelling.
I'm using Southern talk now. Oh, sorry for hollering.
Since you ride a horse.
Like, I got to turn full on cowboy. I got to start talking with a Southern drawl. Why do people in the Pacific Northwest and pretty much anywhere that don't live down south still sometimes have a hillbilly accent? It doesn't make any sense to me. Lieutenant Crane, I'm asking you because you might suffer from this.
Around here,
I'm not only a member, I'm the president.
Y'all know why I pulled you over?
I've known people that have lived here in Idaho their entire life, or lived somewhere
It's
other
okay,
than
Scott.
here, and had a southern accent. I'm like, what the hell?
It's a weird one.
You know what's weird? I've known people that's lived here their whole lives too, and I've known people that haven't.
Yeah, I think it's just it's
and that ain't funny.
It's the one accent. It's the one accent you can find anywhere, just anywhere in the country for some reason. It's a strong accent,
right?
So
it's just weird.
Well, thanks,
All right.
Scott. You have a good one.
man.
Peace. Bye. All right. I would assume you're probably getting toward the time you got to leave, Lieutenant.
I'm
Green.
ready with some questions. I think we're going to make it a 3-part question.
A 3-part? Make it well. Good. I think we should make it difficult for somebody to win a $200 Visa gift card. So everybody who's calling, I know you might have questions, but I mean, you should have called earlier. It's your fault.
Call us next week.
So instead, we're going to give away $200. I hope that's fine. What do you got for a 3-part trivia question?
I think the question would be this: on tint, legal tint in Idaho. What's the legalization on the front windshield, the driver's side, and passenger front windshields, and the rear windows?
That
Good one.
Is a great question. I think it's going to take a bit till we get a winner. So when it comes to window tint, what is the percentage?
Yeah, there's a rule on the front windshield. What's the rule on the front windshield? What's the rule on the driver's side and passenger front windows? And what's the rule on the rear windows to the rear?
All right, let's go to the phones. These guys probably haven't even heard the question yet. Probably not paying attention, not listening to the radio.
Are you guys still on driving school?
Sorry, Scott. K-Bear, you're live on Traffic School. Did you hear our trivia question?
About the tent?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, do you have an answer?
On the windshield, are you talking about the strip at the top or the entire windshield?
You got to answer the question. What's the rule on tint on the front windshield, the driver's side, passenger side, and anything behind the driver?
35% on the sides and back window, and it's unlimited on the back windows. As far as windshield goes, are you talking about the strip across the top or the entire windshield?
What's the rule on the windshield?
0 on the windshield, and the stripe can only go down to the AS1 line.
All right, you got 2 out of 3 correct, but no, you're wrong on one step of that, so he's not a winner.
All right, but you know what, man? You could still try to call back because I have a feeling it's going to take a bit to get a winner on this trivia question. So,
which one did I get wrong?
Are you going to tell him which one he got wrong, or are we going to?
Do you want me to give that away?
I don't know because that'll make it easier for the next callers.
Yeah, we want to hear some callers.
Okay, yeah. So we're not going to say which parts you got right.
Okie dokie.
So do some quick Googling.
Just keep listening. You'll get your answer.
I have a question about 10 as well, which is kind of funny. Are you guys still doing questions?
Is it a really fast question?
And is it really funny?
No, it's not.
Is it about
funny at all.
bikes, bike lanes?
Yeah. How about you call and ask us
About
it
10.
next week?
All right, I'll give it a try. I probably won't be in town, but I'll try.
Boy, you saddened him, Victor.
I didn't mean to be.
You don't have to be in town. You can listen on the app.
If you're out of town.
The phone calls work out of state, in state, out of country.
Most people got free roaming now. So
I have Fridays off, so I'm typically snowboarding, man.
well, you can call us from the top of a mountain. Sure.
Good for you.
I don't do anything on Fridays except have fun. All right, appreciate it, man.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, try us back.
We probably could answer this question for as long as that took.
We could have. K-Bear, who's this?
Principal.
Hey, what's up? This is Stuart.
Stuart, what's your answer for our trivia question? Please turn your radio down.
20% on the rear, 35% on the front windows, and down to the AS1 line on the front.
Yeah!
He got it right?
He got it.
Stuart,
Yeah!
Congratulations. $200.
Yeah, Stuart.
$200. So
Thanks,
the
Google.
first caller got it wrong that you could have that there was
He
no
said
limit
no limit on the back.
on the back, but it was 20%.
Yep.
All right, Stuart, hang on the line so I can get your information. We'll get you that $200 Visa gift card, man. And I'll be right back with you in a second.
All right, sounds good.
All right. Okay, our listeners are smarter than me. We've had that question asked a million times. And do you think I remembered the answers? No.
Or did you care? No.
Maybe that's part of it. I can't afford to get my windows tinted, so. Well, that was was a fun show.
It's a good show.
Thank you to the callers for keeping the lines lit up the entire time. I've noticed since the sun came back out, the phones have just, no matter what time of day, it's like the sun recharged everybody. And now they feel like being sociable again. So, yeah.
All your stuff worked, too. You didn't have one problem.
You know what? Everything did work pretty good. I think our video looked pretty good on Facebook here. It seemed to work. We've got a fun weekend ahead. We don't have the cops coming with us to a concert, so that makes it extra fun.
It's going to be a fun night.
Dude, it's going to be great.
Every concert we've gone to, I've had a blast.
I can't wait to see you three in that Corvette together.
Yeah.
We won't. Well,
Victor's going to sit on his lap.
Put him
Ben's
on the
lap.
console. Yeah, just put him in the
On the
middle of the
console.
console.
Yeah, I mean, I guess, does your car even have a back seat?
No.
It's a Corvette, Victor.
Do you think I'm driving a Corvette? I'm a radio DJ. Maybe if I sold my truck, Well, no, it's probably still not. It would require a monthly payment. So, but yeah, anybody who's going to the Poppy Show Sunday, track me and Ben and Mason down, say hello. And Lieutenant Crane, you got any fun plans this weekend?
I don't. I guess I do. I have a big old slash pile. We're gonna make a big bonfire tonight. Got a bunch of people coming out. We're gonna set that on fire. I should have a good blaze going.
All right, Lieutenant Crane, you heard it here first. Getting blazed tonight.
That's not funny.
Oh, sorry. It's supposed to be a serious program. Well, Mason and Ben, thank you guys for coming and hanging out today. Always good to see you. Lieutenant Crane, thank you as always for coming by. Tell the fam hello. Now, I guess we got a couple weeks till you're going to be missing the show, right?
Yeah, well, and I'm going to try to call from location.
All right. And maybe you'll give a little bit of an insight at that time, maybe?
Yeah.
It's pretty fun. So stay tuned, listeners. Lots of exciting big things coming the way for Lieutenant Crane and fam. All right, we'll be back.